Okay folks, air fryer pulled pork. First try, we'll see how it goes. I think it's gonna work. 4.5 pound boneless pork shoulder, bought at Walmart. Into the air fryer, 300 degrees for 3 to 3.5 hours. I'm gonna flip it every hour. We're gonna start with the fat side up, and in we go for an hour. And we'll take a look at it at that point and then flip it. Once the 3.5 hours is up, it'll probably be about 160 degrees, 165. We'll wrap it in foil and we'll go another 2 hours to bring the temp up to 195. Pull it at 195 and put it in a cooler, throw a towel over it, let it sit for another hour, then we pull it. Here we go. First round, 1 hour, 300 degrees. All right, it's been in for about 5 minutes, but I also want to just do a little follow-up from the first round there. You saw that it was seasoned. What I did with it is I slathered it with some yellow mustard. You won't taste it when it's done, but it's just a binder. And I put some of Emerald Lagasse essence seasoning on it. I can't find that in the store anymore, so I made my own. There are recipes online. Search for it, Emerald Lagasse, Emerald Essence. Very good seasoning. And I just sprinkled it all over the pork butt, and that was my seasoning. Okay, see you in about 54 minutes, and we'll flip it. Okay, everybody, here we are after 1 hour, ready to flip it to the other side. We'll put it fat side down. Here we go. Okay, back in for 1 more hour. Okay, everybody, here we are at the end of the second hour. I've already flipped it, so it's ready to go back in for its third and final hour. Before I do that, I do want to take its temp just to see where we are. Throw on the instant read, and right to the center, and we're just over 150, 152-ish. We want it at 165, and then we will wrap it. All right, let's put it back in for 1 more. Hey everybody, I'm back. Here we are at the end of the 3 hour mark. I took the temperature and we're already now up to 185. So we probably could have pulled it a little bit earlier, but we are ready to wrap. I've got the aluminum foil out there. I got 2 pieces, so we're gonna double wrap it. And I did pour a little bit of apple cider vinegar in the bottom just to add a little bit of moisture as we seal it up here, and we are gonna put it in. Initially I said 2 hours. I think we're gonna do an hour first and see where we're at. If we get 195, between 195 and 205, we'll be done. We'll be ready to put it in the cooler. All right, folks, here we go. I'm gonna wrap it and then we're gonna put it back in. Start with an hour. All right, wrapped and ready to go back in for 1 hour. I did pour out a little bit of the juice in the bottom of the basket just to avoid any smoking or any issues. Don't really need it in there. Okay, here we go. See you in an hour. Okay, everybody, it's ready to go in the cooler. It is right between 195 and 200, depending on where I put that thermometer. So it's ready to wrap in the towel, go in the cooler till we're ready to pull it apart. We are done early, a total of 4 hours, between 3 hours unwrapped and 1 hour wrapped. Got us to that 195 mark, which is where we want to be. So any combination of that, we could probably get it done 2.5 and an hour and a half wrapped, but 4 hours total. And now it'll keep, in an hour I could pull it, 2 hours. We're done a little early, so it's going to be a couple hours till we're ready for dinner. So I'm going to pull it then, but I will finish up this video when we take the fork to it and pull it apart. All right, our pork butt's been in the cooler for, going on 2 hours. It's time to eat soon, so we're going to pull it out. And we are going to put it in a pan and take the forks to it and pull it. Let's go. All right, everybody, here we are, the finished product. Cut off the netting, getting ready to pull it with the forks. Oh yeah, it's tender. It's falling apart. That fat cap's coming right off the top. Ooh, it's still hot. 2 hours in that cooler. All right, I'm gonna pull it with some forks, and then I'll show you the results in the pan. Stand by. All right, the end result. Started with 4.5 pounds of meat, where you have almost 2 pounds net after we had some fat left over. A lot of it rendered out. getting it up to the 200 mark. So it's just ready for the sauce, whatever you like. We're putting Eastern Carolina sauce on ours. Have a great day, everybody. Perfect pulled pork.